Presently I went back to the stateroom and ordered up a dinner. The first full meal we'd sat down to in style, and the first Cassy had had since she was a little girl, she told me. Although we were alone in the cabin, she insisted on putting on the finest dress I'd bought her. It was a very pale coffee-coloured satin, I remember, and those golden shoulders coming out of it, and that strange Egyptian head of hers with its slanting eyes, quite kept me off my food. That night she tasted port for the first time in her life. I recall her sipping it and setting down the glass and saying, "This is how the rich live, is it not? Then I am going to be rich. What use is freedom to the poor?" Well, thinks I, it doesn't take long to get ambition. Yesterday all you wanted was to be free. However, all I said was, what you want is a rich husband. Shouldn't be difficult. She clicked her lips in contempt. I need no man from now on. You are the last man I shall be indebted to. I should hate you for it, but I don't. Do you know why? It is not just because you helped me and kept your word, but you are kind also. I shall never forget that. Poor little simple black girl, I was thinking, to mistake absence of cruelty for kindness. Just wait till it serves my interest to do you a dirty turn, and you'll form a different opinion of me. And then she took me aback by going on, "And yet I know that you are not by nature a kind man, that there is little love in you. I know there is lust and selfishness and cruelty, because I feel it when you take me. You're just like the others. Oh, I don't mind. I prefer that. I tell myself that it levels the score I owe you. And yet, you cannot quite level it ever. Because even although you are such a man as I've always taught myself to hate and despise, still there were moments when you were kind. Do you understand?" "Clearly," says I. "You're maudlin. It's the port, of course." Tell the truth, I was half amused, half angry at the way she told me what she thought of me. Still, if the fool wanted to think I was kind, she was welcome. She was looking at me in her odd, solemn way, and, do you know, it made me somehow uncomfortable. Those big eyes saw far too much. "You're a strange chit," I told her. "Not as strange as the man who buys a dress like this one for a runaway slave girl," says she, and blast me if the tears didn't start again. Well, there you are. Understand them if you can. So, to cheer her up and to put an end to her foolish talk, I came round and took her across the table this time, with the crockery rattling all over the place and the wine splashing on the floor and my left knee in a bowl of fruit. It was a fine, frenzied business and pleased me tremendously. When it was over, I looked down at her with the knives and forks scattered round her sleek head and told her she should run away more often.